Hey guys, Ninja here. So I wanted to talk about the multiplayer of Uncharted 4. Keep in mind, I'm assuming that you've already played the game, at least story mode wise, and I won't be really talking about story based lingo. Really, all I'm really talking about is the multiplayer itself. In case you've been wondering, hey, you might be somebody that's like, they went into the game and they were like, hey, I heard this game is good, but they never tried out the multiplayer. So, just going off that, here we go. So, I want to talk about the meta of the game because in multiplayer, it's pretty much a set of guns that you're probably going to see all the time. It does not mean you have to have these guns in order to do well in the game. It really has more to deal with this is what you'll probably see most of the players using. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is most people use the HS-39. If we're just going off people who don't have, let's see, they don't have any of the DLC guns. This you can get for free, but they don't have any DLC guns. So think of like the P90, the Pac 80 is terrible, the Harrison, the Lao, like just these random guns. The HS-39 is probably one of the best guns to use off of the non-DLC. This is just your long gun. The best pistol, arguably, I would say the Para 45, and I'm talking about off of you don't have any DLC guns whatsoever that you can get for free. Remember that. The Para 45 works really well. You get two snipers. Mauser's pretty good, but the M14 custom, I usually just call it the custom, works pretty good. There's a lot of good guns for the base, so you really ain't got to worry about it. That being said, any gun you use in the game you can do really well. It's just gonna take you some time to get used to using the gun. But the meta guns, long gun wise, is the HS-39, the P90, and the Lao. All but arguably two of them is because of its ability to fire mid-range. It does pretty good mid-range. You can do long range, but you're probably going to tap fire it. More or less, you're going to do more on the HS than you are going to do on the Lao because the Lao is slower firing, but it has really good accuracy. And the HS has good accuracy too, but since it's a faster firing gun, the bullet spreads a little bit more than the Lao. The P90 is a really good gun for noobs, and it's a really good gun in general. I'd argue you could snipe with the P90 because of how good its stability and accuracy really is. So you have those three guns. Now if we're talking about pistols wise, the Kavask is literally the best weapon in the game for pistols. Literally you can run a build that's singly based off the idea that you're only using a pistol only build, where the Kavask can get a 3 headshot down. And a down in this game, if you haven't played multiplayer before, is literally you shoot them enough that they go down. This is not your time to kill, this is your time to down. Your time to kill would go, alright, so you've already downed them. It's probably about like 3 to 5 bullets depending on what gun you're using, but usually it's like 3. And if it's like a strong weapon, so think of a Harrison or a DC single action, or just maybe even a Spazzotti, is usually like a one shot, so it really just depends on what you're using. But these are the guns that are the best guns possible to use. You'll probably see someone running a China Lake. China Lake is a grenade launcher. You get that in the base game too, so don't worry about that. And I sometimes see RPGs, but it's usually El Dorados and China Lakes. Not in the same build, but this is pretty much just the meta. Boosters are kind of like whatever you want to run, but it's really about these main guns and heavy weapons. So you're probably wondering, why did I tell you what the meta is in the beginning? Well, this is what you'll probably see all the time. It doesn't mean you have to use these guns in particular, but if you wanted to know what it is and what you'll be seeing all the time, this is what it is. That being said, you can use any gun. It doesn't matter which ones you use. Every gun in this game is just something you have to learn. And if you really want to enjoy this game, branch out a little bit. I've done a few gun builds, kind of loadout builds based off of just random ideas I had. I called one of them the assault, the tank. Just something. It's just an idea I had to go with a build that I made, and I'll probably do more in the future. This game allows you to pretty much expand and explore anything in your loadouts. Sure, I don't wish for the loadout system that it has, being you have a limitation, but it does work for what it is. keep in mind though, this game isn't supported by Naughty Dog so like they're not gonna do any balance patches or anything like that. It's not impossible, but it's just highly improbable. And I really doubt it, considering I played Uncharted 3 for like years until the PS4 came out. And what I learned about Uncharted 3 was that after a little bit of time has passed, like Naughty Dog just gives up on the game. They don't focus at all on it, and because of that, the only thing we have to worry about are the servers stable. Well, that's not always true. They do at least try to keep the servers good, which I'll give them that, but to be fair, it's been a long time, and you think they would have updated the game by now. But like I said, I think this game, Naughty Dog side, it's dead. So just don't expect anything else. What you see now is what you have, and you just have to get used to it. So you're probably wondering, hey, why do you still play this game though? If this game's stuck on a single meta and all that, like why do you keep doing it? Well, my reason I keep playing is because I enjoy the crisp movement system. I enjoy the ability to know that I can do well with any weapon in the game. I enjoy the idea that this community thrives, even when this game has been going on for like, I think it's been 4 years now. It's still going, and there were still people on Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 that have moved over here. So we've only increased in player base. So with that alone, this game has been probably one of my favorites game. I'll come back to this almost any time after like maybe a cooldown period. But this game just has a lot of things in it that I've been looking for in other multiplayers that I just couldn't find. So at the end of the day, if you ever wanted to play maybe a really good third-person shooter that has really good movement, has amazing gunplay, I'd come play Uncharted 4. It has its issues, but any game has its issues. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you've watched this far, I appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like these and any more videos from me in general, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. If you want to see me live, check me out on Twitch at 7ninja7. It'll be in the description. And eventually I will have a Discord up. So if you want to talk to me there, not going to say I'm going to get to all of you, but if you want to talk to me there, it will be up soon as possible. No promises, but soon as possible. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.